it is said that there would be deux papes vermoulus, two worm-ridden popes. But that's the same apparition that said Rome will lose the faith and become the seat of Antichrist. Xavier, this is quite interesting because I remember chatting with you about this already for months, and I would send a quote to you about this, and you would always correct me that it's not from who I thought it was, it's from someone else. But the reason why was because these two messages are so incredibly similar, I had them completely confused more than once. So Xavier, if you would explain, first of all, who said this and what was said about two successive antipopes?
This is one of the most delicate part of the secrets of La Salette. As you know, the Virgin Mary appeared, I believe it was on September the 19th, memory serves, 1846, in an obscure little village on top of the mountains between France and Italy, a little place called La Salette. And at that moment, when the Virgin appeared, she, of all the apparition sites, by the way, that I've ever read or studied or worked on, either with Father Laurentin or on my own while writing books in Europe and here, it's unquestionably, although there only was one single solitary apparition, the most shocking of them all. And in this particular instance, the one you're referring to, the Blessed Virgin Mary, amongst so many other shocking revelations, stated that the day would come when there would be deux papes vermoulus, in French, deux papes vermoulus, which in English, in the King's English, translates as two worm-ridden popes succeeding one or the other. This was a shock for a great many authorities, a shock which, and even a revelation which has been attempted to be hidden for decades, if not even over a century. So this is one effect. Marie-Julie Jahini, stigmatist, visionary, has been informally approved by his local bishop, Monseigneur Fournier, on June the 18th, 1876, stated that there would be also two popes, one that would follow the other, that would lead the church in a false direction. And this would only confirm what a few decades before the Virgin Mary revealed to Mélanie Calvat in La Salette and Maximin Giraud. To that effect, we know that there are other visionaries as well, more contemporary ones, who very clearly stated similar revelations from our Lord and from the Blessed Virgin Mary.
Before we get there, let's unpack that a little bit more because that is so striking. First of all, with regard to La Salette, you mentioned that there it is said that there would be deux papes vermoulus, two worm-ridden popes. But that's the same apparition that said Rome will lose the faith and become the seat of Antichrist. But you also mentioned that these particular messages were hidden. Just briefly tell us the story of their hiding and then how were they discovered?
The local bishop of Grenoble was the diocese of the time that had jurisdiction over this obscure little village on top of the Alps mountains now. And yes, after many years, it took about 5-6 years, Jean Henry, for the bishop and the dicasterium of the doctrine of the faith from the Vatican to investigate most meticulously this apparition case, as they should, as they always did. So there were many things in this particular apparition case which were not good to hear. As we say in French, certaines vérités qui ne sont pas bonnes à entendre, certain truths that are not good to hear. You speak perfect French, so you can follow me. In this instance, this was one of them. And there was a time when in a particular fold of leather, placed inside a metal box, was sent expeditiously from Grenoble with the seal of the diocese to be forgotten and lost in the dusty depths of the Vatican's library, only to be found back by utter accident in 1999 by Reverend Father Michel Courteville, whom, by the way, I know personally, and who is going to come on our show. And I would very much like to introduce him to you, if you permit me. I'm certain he would be delighted to come to you and answer any questions you'd like to ask him. But Révérend Père Courteville was making a study on the time on La Salette. And he found this case of leather, which was sealed and tied with a ficelle meaning a string, and that had the seal of the Diocese of Grenoble. So when he opened it, he finally found the original documents of those secrets, including the one, which by the way was also related by the world-famous Father Malachi Martin. I'm sure you've heard of him, who was a famous Irish-American Jesuit exorcist as well, who openly and publicly revealed this fact as well. So these particular truths were soon enough, along with other more shocking secrets, revealed and written through a book that was published under the name of Father René Laurentin and Father Courteville, who at the time in 1999 and until the early years 2000 acted as Father René Laurentin's assistant. No, so they both co-wrote it, published it, and it was even said, this in French circles, in Mariologian French circles, that the book written by Father Laurentin and Father Courteville was John Paul II's favorite nightstand reading. That's the best I can tell you as of right now.
Hi everyone, this is John Henry Westen for LifeSite News. We hope you found this video insightful. For more content like this, be sure to check out the links in the description below. You can also follow us on social media to stay updated on the latest news concerning life, faith, family, and freedom. Thanks for watching, and may God bless you.